Hey guys, I'm Michael from Emerdy Shorts, and I just got back from watching 8th grade, and I posted something on Instagram about it, and I actually got a comment here. Can you describe 8th grade, the movie, in 3 words? It was pretty good, and Elsie Fisher was amazing, and everything about it was so great. I think that counts, right? Okay, guys, in all seriousness, this is my review of 8th grade. I'm trying to kind of keep it down because it is currently 1. I was late filming this. I've been wanting to see this movie since it was announced. I've been so excited for this movie. I actually, as some of you know if you follow my Instagram, you know that I actually got to see Bo Burnham at VidCon. I didn't get to meet him or anything, but I did get to ask him a question from 20 feet away, so I think that's close enough to meeting him, right? We're basically best friends. Here's a quick clip. Alright, so who are your biggest inspirations as a director for this movie?
For this movie, specifically, Andrea Arnold did Fish Tank and American Honey, and this one, Marissa Silver did a movie called Old Enough. Like John Cassavetes, Woman Under the Influence, just this movie Cretia that came out recently, Trey Edward Schultz did that. Julia Ducournau did this film called Raw. Those are 5. Yeah.
Anyway, this movie was directed by Bo Burnham, who I've been a huge fan of for forever. I've seen all of his specials and everything. I was actually listening to both What and Words on the way to and from the theater. I love his music that he's done in the past. I love all of his comedy specials, and this is no different for me. I mean, aside from the style, it's slightly different there, but it's still just as good as everything else that he's done. And even with this, you can really see parallels between Make Happy and this movie. It's just a different age. The movie starts out with the vlog on YouTube that we have seen in the trailers and stuff, and that is just it's done in such a smart way, and it describes the characters so much just in the way that they're talking to the camera, just like this. It continues through and it ends with that same shot. And I absolutely love that fact about it. It actually, the opening shot, and now that I think about it, wow. Okay, the opening shot kind of slowly zooms out from Elsie Fisher's character, Kayla. It kind of zooms out from her. Meanwhile, when it's closing, it zooms in. That's genius. That just hit me. Wow. Yesterday, I posted a review of Mission Impossible and gave it a 10 out of 10. I'm going to go ahead and tell you that that's not going to be the only high score of the past week. Since I was at VidCon and everything, I've been able to hear I've heard a lot of stuff about how Bo directed this movie and everything. And so knowing some of the background stuff really just made it especially impressive. I know everyone's saying this, but just the fact that every account or anything like that, any on an Instagram post or anything along those lines, it was all actually done. It wasn't a screen replacement or anything like that. And so there are pictures where it's got 45 likes. It's they made an individual account for every one of those likes, and they have someone off screen sending DMs and stuff like that. It's really impressive. That addition just makes it so much more real, which that's the main thing about this movie. It is so real in every detail of it. The writing is genius, as I've heard in interviews, and some of you may have as well. All of the writing actually had the ums and stuff like that. In watching the movie, there's so much of that actually adds so much to this character. The other thing is it kind of slowly goes away. I kind of noticed by the end of the movie, it's still there, but it's kind of gone away, and I really like that growth. The other thing is, while it is a happy ending, it's not the happy ending that was expected from the start, and I like that. It changed throughout the story. It wasn't this character arc of reaching a certain point. It was a character arc of understanding that you might not reach that point that you're trying to go to, but you might find another point that's just as good or better. everyone in this, including even just the extras and stuff, were so real in the way that they portrayed their roles. There's so much with this movie that's just so great. But like the main thing is just how real it is. The way that they used music in it was, it's not something that people are going to talk about a lot, I don't think, but like I really like the soundtrack in it. The other thing is Bo Burnham knows how to use silence in his in every scene to his advantage, and it works so well. The other thing that wasn't really advertised in the commercials or anything, but it was kind of hinted at by Bo during interviews, the pool scene, which we saw about a bunch of footage from that in the past. In that pool scene, it's treated like a carnival, and I love that because that's exactly what it is, basically. The music almost feels like you're at a carnival or something like that, and the way that every shot is portrayed, it represents that, and it's so perfect. People who have seen it know what I'm talking about. There's one scene where it's portrayed almost like a horror movie, and this character's kind of veiled in darkness, and it's just so perfect for the moment. And that scene is a huge move away from the rest of the movie for the most part. Like, it still fits, but it's just much, much darker than anything else. And it's so honest too, which is the part that really just is powerful. There's no other way to describe it. That's what this movie is. It's just this really powerful expression of what it's like being in 8th grade now. As someone who is close-ish to there, it's pretty honest. It's pretty realistic. And I really am impressed by Bo for that fact. This movie, for me, is a definite 10 out of 10. I absolutely loved it. If you have a theater even remotely close to you that's showing it, go see it. I drove an hour to see it. Like, just go and see it. It's so perfectly made, and it's just fun to watch. It's fantastic. So definitely go check it out. Today's Friday when this is going to be posted, so yeah, it's opening to a wide release. It'll be easier to find theaters that are showing it. Definitely go see it. And with that, I'm going to wrap up this video. Thank you so much for watching. If you made it this far, make sure to leave a like. I'm assuming that you probably enjoyed it if you went through, like, I'm guessing once this is cut down, 6 minutes of footage. So yeah, go ahead and leave a like. Comment with what you want to see in the future, whether it's reviews of movies or something new as far as sketches. Whatever it is, let me know in the comments down below. And if you've seen the movie, let me know what you thought of it. I'm interested in hearing your thoughts as well. And finally, if you're new here, make sure to subscribe and click the notification bell to get notified for new videos. And I will see you all next time. Goodbye.